This is the last episode of Wizards Mastermind with Howard Thomas. Please donate to our sports relief page. The link is in the post. So we're at the final episode of Wizards Do Mastermind. We've got Howard Thomas, the last contestant. Let's see if he's any good to take the crown. Welcome to our final contestant. Name?
Howard Thomas.
Age?
32.
Position?
Strength and conditioning coach.
And your specialist subject?
Is British and Irish Lions from 2001.
Okay, you ready for your specialist subject?
I am.
Your time starts now. Who scored all of the Lions' points during their win over the Crusaders in the 2017 game?
Owen Farrell.
What player was the last person to score a try for the Lions?
Don't know.
The Lions toured Australia in 2001, with whom as head coach?
Graham Henry.
In 2017, which Kiwi represented 3 different teams during the tour?
Rico Ione.
Who took over as Lions tour captain when Brian O'Driscoll was injured in an off-the-ball incident?
Gareth Thomas.
The Lions toured South Africa in 2009, with whom as forwards coach?
Warren Gatland.
In 2017, how many players outside the original squad received call-ups?
8.
Name the top test try scorer in the Lions tour of Australia in 2013.
George North.
Name the back that scored the opening try in the Lions' first test win over Australia in 2001.
Jason Robinson.
What forward scored 2 tries in the Lions' 26-21 defeat to South Africa in the first test in 2009?
Gethin Jenkins.
Which one of these outside halves were not on the 2001 tour? Ronan O'Gara, Neil Jenkins, Johnny Wilkinson or Stephen Jones?
Stephen Jones.
In South Africa 2009, who started at hooker in the first test?
Emirs.
The Highlanders beat the Lions in 2017 with a winning kick in Dunedin. Who delivered the fatal kick?
I know he's a curly-haired bloke. I can't remember his name now.
The Lions played a warm-up game against Argentina in 2005 before their tour of New Zealand. Who was captain?
Johnny Wilkinson.
The captain of the Lions is notoriously known for walking out with the Lions mascot. What is the name of the mascot?
Larry, I had no idea.
Oh, Larry. Larry?
Is L for Lion?
So, time's up. At the end of that round, you scored 10, which I think is very respectable in 2 minutes. The knowledge is pretty good there, but you didn't pass on any, so let's go through a couple of wrong answers that you gave. What forward scored 2 tries in the Lions' 26-21 defeat to South Africa in the first test in 2009? The answer was Tom Croft. And the captain of the Lions is notoriously known for walking out with the Lions mascot. What is the name of the mascot? It is now Bill, or Billy. Okay, not Larry. So why did you choose the Lions for your specialist subject?
It's probably to do with I remember my dad went on one of his first Lions trip probably in 1997 as a supporter, and really obviously bought into watching the Lions ever since, and always it's probably one of the only few rugby things that I make sure that I watch. You know, it's obviously every 4 years now, but it's it's something that I've it's probably the only team that I genuinely support when the time comes around.
So your Lions knowledge was pretty good. Let's see what your general knowledge is like. Your time starts now. The Jackson Fives were made up of brothers Jackie, Tito, Michael, Jermaine, and which other?
Pass.
Which has the largest diameter, the Earth or the Sun?
Sun.
What was the ring name of American actor and former professional wrestler Dwayne Johnson?
The Rock.
Columbus, Cleveland, and Cincinnati are major cities in which US state?
Pass.
Indigo is the largest airline in which country in terms of passengers carried?
Can you repeat the question, please?
Indigo is the largest airline in which country in terms of passengers carried?
India.
Brothers Danny and Richard McNamara formed which West Yorkshire rock band in 1990?
Pass.
Which US filmmaker won the Academy Award for Best Director for the films Saving Private Ryan and Schindler's List?
Probably quite famous, but I'm useless on films. Pass.
Which planet is the largest in the solar system?
Saturn.
Which of the well-known television presenter duos, Ant and Dec, is the oldest?
Deck.
HP brown sauce is a condiment used in many cafes, but what does HP stand for?
High produce. I don't know.
As of December 2016, which JM is the oldest living former British Prime Minister?
Pass.
Often abbreviated to PI, what is the name for a person who can be hired to carry out a covert investigations on behalf of clients?
Private investigator.
Who was the president of the United States? I've started, so I'll finish. For the Apollo 11 moon landing in 1969.
Oh my God, my mind is terrible. A pass. I don't know.
So at the end of that round, you scored 5 for your general knowledge. You did pass on a couple, so let's just go through them. Columbus, Cleveland, and Cincinnati are major cities in which US state? That was Ohio. Brothers Danny and Richard McNamara formed which West Yorkshire rock band in 1990? Embrace. Which US filmmaker won the Academy Award for Best Director for films Saving Private Ryan and Schindler's List? Steven Spielberg. As of December 2016, which JM is the oldest living former British Prime Minister? That was John Major. And the last one, who was President of the United States for the Apollo 11 moon landing in 1969? And that was Richard Nixon. So at the end of those 2 rounds, Howard, you scored 15, which I think is a very respectable score. How do you think that round went for you?
I was okay, par for the course. It wasn't fantastic. There's a few ones that I should have done a little bit better on, but hey-ho.
Your knowledge on movies and singers not very good?
Very poor, very poor.
Okay guys, we've just found out the winner of Wizards Mastermind. It is the one and only, the full-back of the club, the guy who wears a lid for fun. It's Chris Banfield, everybody. Chris, you're the winner of Wizards Mastermind. How'd you feel?
That's great. That is, yeah, it was a tough quiz and high calibre of contestants in it, and yeah, great to come away with a win.
Sorry, could you just tell me again, who was the high calibre contestant?
Joe Gage, no, Luke Joseph. Oh, Howard was pretty good, didn't he?
Howard was good, yeah. Did you enjoy Howard? Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Yeah? What, you're Manchester United, are you a big fan?
Yeah, big fan of Man United, so I know, well, pretty much know my stuff on them. So.
And we're doing this for Sport Relief, and how do you feel about doing such a good thing for Sport Relief?
It's a great charity, and yeah, it's great that the club have done something for Sport Relief.
And what about yourself? Do you think there's some personal pride there for doing things for charity?
Yeah, as you say, it's always do something good for charity.
Come on, Chris. Come in, Chris. Well done, Chris. He's the winner of Wizards Mastermind. Well done.